Hey everyone, it's Mo at Issaquah Sewing and Vacuum, and today I'm here to give you a tip and a deal, or I should say a snip and a deal, because today we're going to talk about scissors. All right? I know we all have heard, we all have an arsenal of scissors, and they all have a different type of purpose. And so that's what I want to do today is talk about the scissors that we have here in inventory and why we love, love, love them. And my first tip will be don't run with them. Okay? That's my first tip. But from that point forward, I've got other tips. We're going to go through a variety of scissors and just talk about things, right? So this might be a pair of shears. Great. They call them dressmaking shears. And why do we love the Kai scissors? We love the Kai scissors because they are so smooth when they cut, right? I can cut they're just like butter, let me tell you. But what I love mostly is they are sharp all the way to the very tip. So I can make tiny little cuts. Hey, all you rag quilt makers, just imagine how easy it would be to make those little fine cuts. All right? Another Kai scissor that we love is the patchwork scissors, and these are serrated. You don't see the serrate, but if you ran your finger along here, you would feel the serrate. And what is that useful for? Any fabrics that you have that are tricky, maybe slippery. Let's talk about minky. Let's talk about velvet. Let's talk about crazy knits, okay? Knits are a fabric that when you cut, they kind of want to fuss and fight and move around, but that serrate grabs those threads and keeps a beautiful cut so that this knit fabric is not an issue to cut at all. And I'm getting that really nice clean cut. Love serrated scissors. Underrated, you should have a pair. And these ones, it's so nice, they have a sheath that goes over them. Now let me talk about those of us that do embroidery. Maybe we're doing embroidery applique work. And one of the steps in an embroidery applique process is to cut around your design as close to the thread line as possible. And the scissors we love for that are Quilters Select Wave Scissors. Alex Anderson has got this tremendous pair of scissors that when you come in, these are called Duckbill Scissors. See that movement right there? What we love most about these scissors is that tip at the very edge, because it lets you get into really tight situations. So if I come around, I'm just going to clip here right up against the thread line. That's what I'm doing. I've taken my embroidery hoop out of the machine, and now I'm cutting. Look at, I'm getting nice and close to that thread line. But what we love most is sometimes when you're clipping around your design, you're going to come into a tight little area and you need your pair of scissors to get into that point, like maybe in this heart, or you have other designs where you just have to get into a really close area. And the beauty is these scissors are sharp. They will cut a beautiful line all the way around and get into those difficult areas. These are the Quilters Select Wave Scissors, and they make them in left-handed. There's a bonus. Tula Pink has come out with micro duckbill scissors. These are awesome. Sometimes we're in our embroidery designs. We don't want to take the hoop out of the machine because we need to reach in and just do some quick clips. And these micro scissors have a bent handle. They're really awesome, and they'll let you do that. Get into your project while maybe the hoop is still in the machine. Love, love, love that Tula Pink Oil Slick Rainbow Scissor. These are the micro scissors, and we have them in inventory right now. Here's my other tip about cutting. So, I have a heart that is put in place here, and I need to cut around it. And I have this dilemma. Now, if you go in with a pair of scissors and just start cutting, 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 sometimes you get an edge that looks like possibly you did it with your teeth, or possibly you cut it with a chainsaw, because you get those real jagged edges. So what I want to give you a tip about cutting with scissors is scissors, you just give them the scissors do the cutting and you do the moving. So when I'm coming around this heart, I'm not going to be moving the scissors. I let them do their job. I'm going to move my project. I'm going to move the heart around and let the scissors just keep doing the glide movement. This is going to be helpful for those of you who need to cut around freezer paper with your applique, or right now possibly raw edge cutting when you need to have a nice smooth edge and you don't have that wonderful scan and cut machine at home. This is all you need to do. Keep the scissor moving and you move the project. I hope that was clear. So that is my fabulous cutting tip today. But the most important one is don't run with scissors. Tell everybody that. Tell your kids, your grandkids, your nieces, your nephews, your husband, all the above. And you have a nice clean cut. And that's what we're hoping for when we're getting our raw edge applique together. Now while I'm cutting, you might see, what is that little green thing hanging on those scissors? These are some new magnets that we've just gotten in. They're pretty awesome. It's just a little magnet that will go and snap into place. They come in a set of 3, and they are to alert everyone in your house what those scissors are for. So these are fabric scissors, and we keep scissors dedicated to fabric because if you should cut paper, you'll dull that blade. And if you should nick and hit a pin, oh heavens to Murgatroyd, you're going to hurt that blade. So this will go ahead and identify these as your fabric scissors. In that kit, we also have a little magnet for thread. So if you have little thread snips, then you can go ahead and add that magnet. And then, of course, this is the scissor that everybody in the house can use and we're all happy for. Look for the gray magnet. These are your paper scissors, and it's okay to wrap a gift and send it to me at Issaquah, Washington. And I would be happy to receive, but use your paper scissors to cut that gift wrap, right? So this is my tip for today about scissors. I am here we're all here at Issaquah Sewing and Vacuum and happy to help you out. The deal today is that our scissors are going to be 25% off. Also, stay tuned and make sure you're signed up for our newsletter. We are still taking sign-ups for our Sew Time Club. That Sew Time presentation is coming up on the 25th of February. It'll be at 10 in the morning. It's going to be a fabulous presentation that Debbie will put on, and she'll have her lovely assistant Eddie with her, and it will be a lot of fun. Sign up for Sew Time and sign up for our newsletter. But thanks for joining me today. This was Mo giving you a tip and a deal. Thanks. Done. Done. What is that green thing hanging off your scissors?